definitely feels a little bit responsive when you're playing it this way. The visual difference is pretty. What's going on, guys? Jay's Take here. Last month Sony released a PlayStation Portal bitrate update. We're going to be testing that again today. We already did a test with Ghost of Yotei, but today we're going to be trying it with a multiplayer game, more specifically Arc Raiders, to see if it makes any difference. We're going to be testing the latency, the quality, and just the overall experience, see if it's worth running the high bitrate mode. Oh, and one more thing. I was sick when I recorded this video, so I'm sorry if I sound a little off. I'm better now, and anyways, let's get right into it. Let's go. So we're going to make sure that we go into 1080p high quality settings. It's going to go ahead and reconnect to the PlayStation, but that should only take about a couple seconds. So yeah, as you can see, we're already in here. Now I just got to switch over to Arc Raiders. Let's pull up the actual network stats on here. As you can see, I'm getting about 4 milliseconds to 3 milliseconds of latency, and my downstream and my upstream is not the best right now. It's pretty low. That's 4 megabits per second. It's pretty abysmal. So let's see how that works out for us. We're gonna go and maybe do a close scrutiny. Yeah, as you can see, the downstream loss and the upstream loss, it's pretty much remained at 0. So even though I'm pulling in lower streaming rates, the connection seems to be pretty stable. Now we're in a game, so let's see how this plays. And guys, I'm gonna be focusing on PvE because, wow, look at this guy, he got PvP. I actually can't see anything. I'm gonna turn that off real quick because, you know, at the end of the day, what is me seeing the number of latency gonna do for like how the game actually feels? And it does feel pretty good. Honestly, I don't really notice a difference. Let's actually look at this foliage. So in my last video, the streaming update really helped provide more detail in like the textures like grass and like foliage. So let's actually switch from high quality to standard to see if that makes any visual difference. Guys, if you find yourself enjoying the video, please leave a like, otherwise this vaporizer is gonna cook me. So your life is in my hands. And like I said, like last time, it's gonna have to reconnect, but it should only be a couple seconds. As you can see, we're right back in here. And to be honest, I don't really see much of a change. I would say it feels like a tad more responsive. Let's actually pull up the stats again, and we're hovering at pretty much the same amount of latency with the same exact, not same exact, probably worse down and upstream speeds with the strong signal strength. It looks like it's staying pretty consistently strong, but let's do the rest of this video in the high quality mode. Just go back and forth to try to compare and contrast with this. And you know, man, I gotta give it to Sony. The way this thing just reconnects so fast is honestly really good. And yeah, definitely feels a little bit less responsive when you're playing it this way. The visual difference is pretty negligible, if I'm being honest. I think a spot where this would really show is in the trees, because that's where it showed the most in Ghost of Tsushima. So if you're someone that really cares about like the clarity of the screen and just the way that the game looks, then this update might be for you. Maybe for other games besides this. But yeah, it does look a little bit less sharp on here. Like you can tell it's a little less detailed, and that is our first stutter right there. Oh, hold on. I think it stuttered because it just connected to my monitor. Let me just turn that off. But yeah, it is a little bit less detailed. You're losing a lot of detail in those shadows right there. And then let's put it right back to high quality just to show. All right. And yeah, like I said, you could see a little bit more. I know I probably sound crazy. I know I probably sound like a crazy person, conspiracy theorist, but trust me, in person, there is a mild difference in the detail of these leaves and of some of the foliage. But in moment-to-moment gameplay, that's up to you to decide if that really matters. Personally, I would be taking the standard 1080p with the more responsive feel, especially for this type of game where you do have to, it is unforgiving, and you do have to pretty much make sure each encounter you're doing your best to survive. This will probably just maybe get you killed more times than not, just because it tacks on probably like an extra 10% of latency. So definitely for story games, it is essential. Like, I would definitely use this for story games where maybe things aren't so high stakes, but this in like some type of multiplayer, PvE, PvP experience, definitely not. But it's just my internet. Your experience may actually vary. Like, it may actually be a lot better than mine, and maybe you won't even notice any latency in it. Maybe even might be better. Maybe it might actually eliminate latency for you. But this is just what my findings are. Oh, I think I'm getting shot at, but I don't really care. But yeah, that is the maximum bitrate update on the Portal. Game looks just as good in my opinion, but it is a little bit less responsive, which is weird because I feel like having higher bitrate should have translated to a more responsive experience, but that's just not the case this time. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful at all, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more Arc Raiders content. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about this Bitstream update. Let me know if you guys want me to test anything else or any other games on the PlayStation Portal. I'm here to show you guys, you know, just put this thing to the test and push its limits and see what it can and what it can't do. And I'm about to get vaporized right now. Jesus, that thing is so annoying. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.